Hello, everyone, and thank you for being with us today. I'm Wangui McKelvey, General Manager of Microsoft 365. As you may have seen, we have taken a huge step forward, bringing Windows to the cloud with Windows 365, creating an entirely new category, the Cloud PC. It all comes to life and will be available on August 2nd, and I am thrilled to talk with you about it today. As part of the next generation of Windows, which Satya shared in June with the announcement of Windows 11. If the past year has taught us anything, it's that the future is entirely unpredictable. With the COVID-19 pandemic, organizations have experienced historic disruption and challenges, making technology more critical than ever for every business to find the resilience to accelerate forward. Now, we are emerging from the pandemic and shifting into a new world of work, hybrid work, that will require organizations to adopt digital solutions that will keep their people connected and collaborating, whether they're working from home or at the office or anywhere in between. And this shift is personal for me. I live in Atlanta. My home, my family, and my community are on the other side of the country, and I love being near the people I love. Because of that, joining Microsoft all the way here in Redmond, Washington seemed out of reach for me. Until this year. Hybrid work opened the door for me to join the company and have my dream job, which is in large part only possible because flexible work is possible. And this isn't just my story. Flexible work lets us do more, opening possibilities for people everywhere. And people don't want this flexibility to end. It's reflected in the data. Recently, Microsoft published its annual Work Trend Index with findings from a study of more than 30,000 people in 31 countries. 73% of workers say they want flexible remote work options. And at the same time, 67% of employees tell us they want more in-person collaboration with their teams post-pandemic. And we've also heard from 80% of managers saying that they expect more flexible work-from-home policies post-pandemic. So, what we see here is employees saying they want more flexible remote work options, but at the same time, also saying they want more in-person collaboration. This is a hybrid work paradox. So, customers everywhere will have a growing need to support hybrid work policies and, in general, flexible work policies across the board. Enabling an elastic workforce, temporary or seasonal workers, contractors, interns, people working across company-owned and personal devices, or workers needing to use powerful, specialized workloads are just some of the many ways they need to deliver agile and resilient solutions. Every day, our customers are dealing with expansion and change, while at the same time building new businesses and products. And they need to react quickly to global economic shifts, all while facing the most complex cybersecurity landscape we've ever seen. As I'm sure you all know firsthand, the shift to hybrid work creates new opportunities, but it also creates new challenges. Things look different when IT isn't down the hall from your desk when you need help. New employees need to be onboarded. Distributed teams need to be connected. Specialized workloads need to be enabled. And new projects need to be scaled up. How does IT do this while also working remotely themselves? It is a challenge to address these needs with agility without overburdening IT, letting costs get out of control, sacrificing productivity, or compromising security. We hear from our customers just how hard and time-consuming this can be to manage, which I know is no surprise to you because you're at the center of helping companies work through it all. To navigate these challenges, companies are using the tools available to them today. The client PC is known and loved and is what most people are familiar with. Many larger organizations have also added traditional virtualization if they need more scale for app streaming, while others find value in desktop as a service. These solutions help address common commercial needs, but they are not always suitable for all scenarios or resources. Don't get me wrong, client PCs and virtual desktops are not going anywhere. In fact, we just announced Windows 11, a new version of Windows designed for hybrid work that will light up awesome capabilities in new PCs. Not to mention Azure Virtual Desktop. It experienced incredible growth this past year to help companies set up remote users and continues to grow as our cloud VDI platform for customers that want maximum flexibility and control. Hybrid work has created new scenarios, creating demand for new solutions. That is why we announced a new hybrid personal computing category today called the Cloud PC.
This is a cloud PC. And so is this. And this. And this. Now any device can be a cloud PC with Windows 365. Hybrid work is here. With Windows in the cloud, embrace flexibility in how, when, and where you work. Streaming your personalized Windows experience from the Microsoft Cloud. Your cloud PC is always current, so pick up where you left off. All your apps, content, and settings ready wherever your work takes you. Integrated management and security with everything in the cloud. Scale on demand to meet your needs with company-owned or personal devices. All one seamless experience that's just a few clicks to deploy. The world of work has changed, so we're changing how you get Windows. Streamed from the cloud to any device to unlock your business's full potential. Hybrid Windows for a hybrid world. Welcome to Windows 365.
Windows 365 is the world's first cloud PC. Let's talk a little more about what this means. You've all known Windows as the heart of Microsoft for decades. It is the heart because it is the most fundamental, the most innovative platform for work, learning, creativity, and development. Today, we unlock a new category that delivers Windows 10 or Windows 11 from the cloud with the Cloud PC. This is hybrid Windows for a hybrid world. To deliver on that promise, Cloud PCs offer a unique set of capabilities, different from what is available today. Cloud PC is your personalized desktop, your apps, your settings, and your content streamed securely from the Microsoft Cloud to any of your devices. They deliver a distinctive interaction between the Microsoft Cloud and the end-user experience on the device, providing persistent integration between the cloud and PC operating system for a fluid and consistent experience. Unified security and identity management from the cloud to the device, even on a personal device. Seamless compute and storage handoffs that can rapidly scale to meet your needs. And in the future, the ability to work offline and instantly resync when connected. Just as we brought Office to the cloud with Office 365 10 years ago, we are bringing Windows to the cloud with Windows 365. Microsoft is uniquely positioned to bring together the PC and the cloud with a consistent and integrated Windows experience. Windows now evolves from being a device-based OS to a hybrid personal computing platform, flexible for people, scalable for business, and powerful for innovation. For all of our customers, you can feel confident that your Windows 365 Cloud PC experience is versatile, familiar, and productive, simple to deploy and manage from a single console, easy for anyone to use, secure by design, leaving no data on the device, available on any device, and optimized for the best experience on a Windows PC at a predictable price. And lastly, it's scalable and resilient to support changing workforce needs and new business scenarios. With all of this, we aim to make Windows 365 loved by users and trusted by IT, delivering the simplicity, versatility, and security needed to enable hybrid work. You will be able to boot instantly to your cloud PC, streaming your Windows experience to any of your devices. It's personalized and familiar with all of your settings and content, so when you go back into your cloud PC, it is right where you left it. Windows 365 is streamed from the cloud and travels with you, always ready and always updated, wherever you are on whatever device you want to work on. You can pick up right where you left off because the state of your cloud PC remains the same, even when you switch devices. It's a simple and versatile Windows experience delivered by the Microsoft Cloud. For IT, Windows 365 offers many configuration options to easily scale to meet employees' needs with the right processing power and storage to do their job, when and how they need it. Windows 365 is secure by design, leveraging the power of the cloud and the principles of zero trust. Information is secured and stored in the cloud, not on the device. Always up to date, and building on the strength of rich Microsoft security capabilities and baselines, Windows 365 takes away layers of security complexity and recommends the best security settings for the environment at hand. Windows 365 makes purchasing cloud PCs predictable with per-user, per-month pricing. Small and mid-sized businesses can purchase directly through the web or through a cloud service provider and set up their organization with cloud PCs with just a few clicks. Whether a business of hundreds or a business of one, we've made setup and management easy with a web-based admin experience that only requires an internet connection to work. Windows 365 simplifies procurement, deployment, management, and updates because unlike other solutions, it uses virtualization behind the scenes. We know our customers' needs are diverse, and we are confident that whatever computing scenario you need, Microsoft can help. Our goal is to offer choice and to make the power of hybrid cloud computing accessible for everyone, regardless of size or skill set, with Azure Virtual Desktop and Windows 365. Windows 365 lets companies leverage their existing infrastructure with native integration across Azure Active Directory, Microsoft Defender, Microsoft 365 applications, and Microsoft Endpoint Manager. It requires no special skills or previous experience with virtualization because it allows IT to use the same tools they use today. There's no better way to learn about Windows 365 than to see it in action with a real customer. Let's take a look at how the government of Nunavut in Canada has been using Windows 365.
Nunavut means our land in Inuktitut. It's a beautiful, vast environment.
It's about 3 times the size of the state of Texas. There's no terrestrial links going into any of the communities, so they're strictly remote, running off a satellite-based infrastructure.
The only way in and out into most of those communities is through plane.
The size and breadth of the territory itself and the challenges with telecommunication infrastructure, it was very hard for our staff to be mobile.
We looked at VDI as a solution, so we deployed it.
Traditional VDI didn't work well in a high latency environment. We have professional engineers and specialists and nurses to review diagnostic imaging. The goal here was when they came on site, they had a common look and feel of a technology platform. And then when they went back to their organization in Southern Canada, they still had access to provide those services and those follow-ups to Nunavummiut.
Typically what we used to do is purchase a laptop, provision the access to the user, package it up, send it out. That could take upwards to 3 to 4 weeks. With Windows 365, we're able to do that in a matter of hours.
The users that I've spoken with are really impressed with security. You get that comfort from Windows 365. Once you've had your network completely shut down by ransomware, you get a much higher level of appreciation for data security.
Windows 365 is a PC in the cloud that follows you wherever you go.
There's so much opportunity in how we can configure Windows 365 for specific applications that we've only just started.
Any change that you make here from a technology perspective has a significant impact on the way of life and the people that are here. The impact is felt, and I think that's why people stay. It's definitely why I stay.
The government of Nunavut has been such a wonderful customer to partner with through our preview. And it's been so exciting to see Windows 365 unlock new scenarios they never thought possible, especially in such a remote area. So, now that you know what Windows 365 is, let's take a closer look at how it works. Who better to show you than our Director of Product Management for Windows 365, Scott Manchester. Scott?
Thanks, Wangui. I also have been living the hybrid work life, as have the members of my team. Myself and many members of my team work and live remote from Microsoft headquarters. We also have been in the unique position of developing Windows 365 while in the middle of the pandemic. And as soon as Windows 365 was ready for private preview, we transitioned to using it ourselves while we were developing it. So we've been a customer of our own product, and that feels incredible to have experienced this in our development journey. My background at Microsoft has always been deeply focused on partnerships these last 20 years, so I'm particularly happy to be announcing Windows 365 at Microsoft Inspire, a partner-centered event. My passion and focus for the last 10 years has been around virtualization, and I've been listening to our customers and rethinking what we can build together. I've worked with some of the brightest minds to deliver remote desktop services, second screen remoting, multimedia, networking technologies, and most recently, Azure Virtual Desktop. Azure Virtual Desktop delivers on its promise to create a highly flexible platform for customers and partners, and Windows 365 is built on top of it. Windows 365 supports the smallest organizations up to our largest enterprise customers. With Windows 365, we eliminate the complexities that exist in traditional virtualization solutions and build on the skill sets that customers already have in deploying and maintaining physical Windows devices. Let's take a look and see how it actually works. Let's start our journey here in the Windows 365 End User Portal. Now I can launch directly into my cloud PC by clicking right here and open in browser, but let me show you around a bit first. So first off, you can see I can go straight here and download the native application on either Windows, Mac, Android, or iOS, and Linux coming soon. And I can use those applications to directly connect up to my cloud PC. But within this portal, I can do a few things with my cloud PC. For instance, I can click on this gear and see different tasks my admin has exposed for me to allow me to either restart my machine, rename it, or even run a troubleshooter if I'm having connectivity issues. Let's go ahead and go straight into the browser experience here. So here I am in my cloud PC. And the first thing to note is this is right where I left this machine the last time I was using it. Now in my case, it's been a couple of days, but I was right in the middle of composing an email, working on a PowerPoint, and working on a spreadsheet. Being able to resume right back to where I was last time helps increase my productivity because I don't have to relaunch all these apps and get back in context of what I was last doing. You'll also note that this is my personal desktop. It has my background, it has the apps that I've loaded, as well as the apps that my admin has provided for me. Let's launch this speed test and take a look at what performance I get using my cloud PC. So first off, I'm connected to this using about a 20 meg up and down internet connection, which is adequate for accessing my cloud PC. But once I'm in the cloud, this machine is running at a blazing fast 10 gigabit download speed, and you'll see a super fast upload speed as well. Now this provides me the network connectivity I need to collaborate with large files with a highly distributed work of colleagues. They might be all over the world. And by using these fast speeds that I get up in the cloud, we can work together on large files, media files, and other items. So let me now transition to the Endpoint Manager and Licensing Manager's experience in setting this all up. So first, we'll go here to the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, where business decision makers or admins assign licenses to users. So let's choose this particular user, John Connor, and let's assign both a Windows 365 machine. We'll go down here and choose a good size machine for this user. This intern is going to be running some heavy apps. And let's also go ahead and give them that Microsoft 365 license. We'll click Save. And while we're here, let's go ahead and put John Connor, who's a new intern joining our team. Let's put him on our West US intern group. I'll do a quick search for it here. And let's assign him to this group while we're here. I'll show you why that's important here in just a second. So now I'm going to transition to the Microsoft Endpoint Manager tool. The Microsoft Endpoint Manager tool is where I manage my physical devices today. My Windows devices, iOS, Mac, and Android, and now my cloud PCs. And I can provision apps and set policies across my entire set of devices, whether they're cloud PCs or physical devices. So you'll see here a new tab, Windows 365. If I click on that, I can see all the current status of my provisioned machines, any failed provisions, or any machines that happen to be in grace period. So let me walk through these settings from right to left here. So first, let's take a look at the user settings. And here you can see I've set a policy to allow some group of my users to be local admin on the box, where others would be standard user. I could also expose policies here that could allow my users to reset their machine or take it back to some previous state, or even allow them to do their own resize. Under on-premises network connection, here you can see I've set up regions where I can provision cloud PCs to. In my case, I've set up East US, a West US, and even a West Europe. Now, the really cool thing that we do with these connections is we validate that these connections are set up correctly, that all the settings that your admin needs to configure to allow a user to successfully connect in these regions have been configured correctly. And we continually run these tests to ensure that nothing changed in that environment, which really helps IT ensure the users always have a great experience and lowers IT support costs. So going back to devices, I'll show you the next item here, which is device images. Now you can upload your own Windows 10 images, or you can use our highly curated images out of the gallery. The images we provide have the security baselines applied, as well as all the optimizations you need to ensure users have a great experience running Office applications and other productivity apps. And the last item we'll go over here is the provisioning policy, which is effectively the collection of all those settings. For instance, if I go down here and look at this West US intern group, you'll notice that this is using the US West standard network connection, and it's using a gallery Windows 10 image, and it's assigned to this group. Well, this is the same group that I assigned John Connor to along with that license. And that is all I need to do to get John Connor provisioned to Cloud PC. So if I go here to all Cloud PCs, you'll see there's a new machine being provisioned for John Connor. And John Connor will have access to that machine in minutes. So now let me switch gear and show you some of the new reporting tools we've created under Endpoint Analytics. We've created two new reports here. The first provides a view of what the network connection experience all your users are getting. I can view this at a full tenant level, or I can drill into specific models or devices, and I can measure both round trip time as well as their sign-in time. The second report we've created, which is a resource performance view. This is another very powerful report for you to measure the experience your users are getting using their cloud PCs. We measure both RAM and CPU utilization. And again, we can see this at a tenant-wide level or drill into specifics. And I can measure my performance across all other users of our service or specific baselines that I've set for myself. So let's take a look at a few individual devices here. In particular, I'll take a look at this machine here. And you can see this particular user is getting a score that's below our threshold. In this case, 18, where I've set the threshold at 50. Therefore, I'm being recommended to perhaps resize this machine. Now, this user might have started off with a great experience, but perhaps started using different type of applications that had more hardware requirements. So I can go directly into this machine and take the action to resize and give this user either more memory, more RAM, or more CPU, or storage. So let's go resize. And here you can see I can select an 8-core machine with different types of configurations for this user, and just click resize would take that action. So now let's take a look at some of the security enhancements we've built for Windows 365. So if I go here under Endpoint Security, I can now set conditional access policies for the Windows 365 service. For instance, here I've set an MFA policy requiring users connecting from specific locations to require multi-factor authentication. And I can create other conditional access policies here based on my needs. Let me also show you some of the work that we've done to help you create secure cloud PC devices. So if I go back to Endpoint Security here and take a look at our security baselines. Now, we've been providing Windows 10, Windows Defender, and Microsoft Edge baselines for some time, but now we're providing a full Windows 365 security baseline. We provide you a version that you can take as is, or you can customize it based on the needs of one or more different groups of users. In my case, I've created 3 different policies here targeted at those different users in different regions, including the US West PM team that we put John Connor in. So I hope you are as excited as we are. We know that Windows 365 will be loved by users and trusted by IT. Back to you, Wangui.
Thanks, Scott. That was incredible. It's so great to see Windows 365 in action and to share it with our partners as we create new opportunities together. While we've made Windows 365 easy for our customers to use, we know that many of our customers rely on you, our partners, to help them innovate. From system integrators and managed service providers to independent software vendors and our OEM partners, the new Cloud PC category allows you to deliver new Windows experiences from the cloud. Whether our customers need help with trials and evaluations, deployment planning and configuration, or ongoing management and end-user support, our SI and MSP partners will continue to provide world-class services that our customers know and love. For our OEM partners, who we've partnered with for decades, we will be working with you to innovate across your broad portfolio of devices and services to meet the hybrid work needs of our customers. And for our ISV partners, we will continue to see opportunities for development and integration with Azure Active Directory and the Microsoft Graph APIs. Whether it's ITSM integration, management automation, or HR management, the APIs available to partners will enable you to bring your own innovations to market in support of Windows 365. We know that to reach every customer who needs Windows 365, we're going to need your help. That's why we've already been working with customers alongside some of our partners across enterprise and SMB to validate our joint go-to-market opportunity. We've got a lot planned for our partners in the coming year, and we want to ensure that you have the tools needed to drive customer success. First, we'll have a series of technical airlifts and pre-sales boot camps designed to get you ready to support your customers. Our most recent Microsoft 365 and Modern Work Bootcamp series was attended by more than 16,000 people across nearly 2,000 partners from all corners of the world. We'll share more information about the next series of airlifts and bootcamps in the coming months. Next, we know that the tools we give you are what enables you to do more. We're hard at work curating the sales and technical assets that you need so that you can build your own go-to-market strategy with Windows 365. These will be made available to you in August. We are eager to partner with you as you build your own strategy for Windows 365. So, we're going to give you some time to absorb all of this information we're giving you now, and we will be hosting a partner go-to-market webinar next month. We're so excited to take Windows to the cloud with Windows 365. It is a new way to deliver Windows 10 or Windows 11, giving you your personalized apps, settings, and content streamed from the Microsoft Cloud to any device. It will be generally available on August 2nd, and we can't wait for you to experience it yourself. Customers can sign up for a free trial and purchase Windows 365 across all channels when it is generally available. You can also learn more about other innovations across Windows, Microsoft Endpoint Manager, and Azure Virtual Desktop at these Microsoft Inspire breakout sessions. To our partners, what more can I say except thank you? Thank you for your partnership, and thank you for always supporting our customers. Your next steps are to plan for general availability on August 2nd. Register for the webinar on August 18th to learn more about what's coming and to join our partner community on Yammer to get the latest news and updates. It's a great year for Windows, and we are so excited to bring Windows 365 to our customers with you.
I couldn't agree more, Wangui. Building Windows 365 has been an exciting journey, and we're eager to continue to innovate together. We can't wait for August 2nd when Windows 365 is available, and we hope you're excited too. Thank you again for joining us today.